Welcome to the Colorado 2A Network, your source for everything 2A and everything Colorado. I'm your host, Nicholas Rogers, and in today's video, we will be covering two separate interactions with Colorado State Senator Tom Sullivan, revolving around Senate Bill 25-003, the semi-automatic weapons ban. In the first set of footage, we will see an interaction between Senator Sullivan, who some is saying is verbally assaulting Ian Escalante with the Rocky Mountain Gun Owners Association. And in the second set of footage, we will see Senator Sullivan's defense of his actions with a local news agency. After we watch these two videos, I would like to have a discussion with you about whether or not you think Senator Sullivan's actions were unhinged and if he should face some sort of repercussions.
Yeah, are you gonna pull this bill? Are you gonna fix it?
No.
Are you gonna take anything?
No, I mean that's what we're working on. We're working with the governor. We're getting the governor on board with it. He's going to sign the bill. This is going to become law. You haven't been in the discussions. That's what we've been working on for 2 weeks. Well, you can doubt all you want. Okay. But I'm just saying, there's a box of trash. Someone left it there. It looks like it's your organization.
It's not a box of trash. It is petitions
it
from
is
your
until
district.
someone tells me what it is.
Did you open the box?
No, there's no reason for me to open the box. It's not mine.
They're from your district.
But they're not mine. Nobody gave them to me. Someone left them on the floor.
We tried to give them to you.
I'm telling you, no one gave them to me. Okay. So if they're sitting on the floor, they can sit there until someone else moves them, because I'm not touching them until somebody comes and has an appointment and wants to have a discussion about it. If you don't want to have a discussion about it, fine.
I'm more than happy to have a discussion about it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask you.
Okay.
Did you make an appointment? Do you want to have an appointment? Or do you want to point in there and say that I don't want to talk to anybody? I'm standing right here.
Okay, but you don't really seem to be in a mood to have a discussion.
It doesn't matter what I see. We're talking.
Okay, we're talking. Are you gonna pull the bill? Because that's all.
No, if that's all your question is, no. I've got the votes to pass it, and I've got a governor who's going to sign it. Why would I do that? If that's your only question,
he came up to me.
I'm asking the question.
I did not approach him. He came up to me.
That's it. Well, no, I mean, so, okay, that was it. That's our conversation on it?
That's our if you're not willing to budge on this, which you're obviously not, there's no conversation.
Well, where's your budge? What are you offering me in a budge?
What I'm offering you is for you not to try to violate the rights of 6 million Coloradans.
Where is the give and take on this? Are you offering any kind
Our
of a
motto
give and take?
is no compromise. We support the Second Amendment as written.
This
shall
doesn't
not
have
be
anything
infringed.
to do with it.
It absolutely has everything to do with it. There's thousands of people from your district who don't want this legislation to pass. It's the only thing we were trying to convey by dropping that off. We dropped that off to every single senator, and many of them received them with open arms and didn't have any problem with it whatsoever. For the folks that were there, they said, okay, great, I have messages from my constituents.
I don't know what I mean. Why would I look at a box of trash? I don't go through trash unless someone tells me what this is. You didn't leave it, so
you're claiming it's trash. It's not trash.
Well, I think it is until someone tells me what it is.
I just told you what it is.
All right. Well, I'll toss it out. Thanks so much.
Okay, do what you got to do.
I'm doing it. Aren't you listening?
Oh, I listen.
I'm doing it.
You're trying to violate the rights of 6 million Coloradans.
I was trying to find out they had left a box in front of my office, and nothing. I mean, it's just a box with some paraphernalia, some papers on it or something. My assumption is that somebody is going to come and try to schedule an appointment, and we could go over whatever the materials are that you left there at my office. And no one has contacted. I mean, I get thousands of emails, not a single one from them. I get hundreds of phone calls, not a single one from them asking for an appointment. So when I saw the director, I said, I saw this. Are you going to make an appointment? Are you going to tell me what this box is? And he said, well, we dropped it off. I said, yeah, apparently you dropped it off. I said, but I don't know what it is. And I'm not putting it in my office. I'm not going to do anything with it unless you tell me what this is. And then he just started shouting at me. And it was like, well, you won't talk to me. I said, I'm talking to you right now. What is this? Tell me what this means. And he started shouting, you know, this is stuff from your constituents. Well, then let's sit down and take a look at it. Didn't want to do that, so I said, okay, fine, we'll see you.
I think they're saying it was petitions, right?
That's fine. Then let's have a meeting. Sit down and show me the petition from my constituents. Show me who they are and where they live and how you did all of this organization. I mean, otherwise it looks like it's an incredible waste of money. I mean, they get all of this money from their members, and that's what you do? You spend $100 printing up something and putting it on the floor? Why don't you have a meeting with the legislator and explain to them, these are your constituents, here's where they live, this is their concerns, what can I tell them going back? Then we could have that conversation. But they just want to stage, you know, events like this. I don't know if he was wearing the body camera. I know when they testified, they, for some reason, were body cameras. But, you know, they had their friends with their cameras, you know, along on the side. I mean, again, I've been here 7 years. All they do is talk at me and to me. None of them actually want to have a conversation with me. And here I gave him an opportunity. Yeah, let's pick up this box, let's take it in and sit down at a chair and you can explain to me what all of this means. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to, you know, take pictures and make an event, which is what he got. So I'm getting phone calls from, you know, disgruntled people, and it's like, well, that's what it is. I mean,
boy, Senator Sullivan, did you step in it, sir? I mean, you potentially could have argued that you were fully unaware of what was in that box. But during your discussion with Mr. Escalante, you called it a box of trash. And this was after you were made aware that these were petitions from constituents in your district that wanted you to hear what they had to say before you cast a vote. Additionally, you should not have done that interview with ABC7 Denver, because that made it even worse. You claim Mr. Escalante was being aggressive and yelling and not willing to have a conversation. But yet, in the footage that we saw before, he obviously was not angry, he was not raising his voice, and he wanted to have a conversation with you, and he wanted you to have a conversation with your constituents. I would hope that other politicians in the state of Colorado would open up an ethics investigation into State Senator Tom Sullivan. But if they don't, Colorado, it's on us to either recall him or in the next election, make sure he does not control his reign of power. All right, Colorado, let's get to work.